All right, so Google search is broken. Like, I mean, it is absolutely broken. I've already made a few videos about Google search, as you guys know, but the reason why I keep going is because they just keep breaking everything. So now when you ask them to spell the word Google, yes, you go on Google and search up how do you spell Google or how many letters of a certain kind are in Google. They don't give you the right answer. Users reported that Google's AI-powered search feature repeatedly misspelled Google as Goople or claimed that there are two P's in the word when queried. Here's Pirate Software. I haven't heard his name in a while, but he made a tweet saying AI really puts the P in Google. How many P's are in Google? There is only one P in the word Google. Google. So they spelled the word right, and then they still said there's a P in it. Despite being a popular AI trivia question that sometimes results in an incorrect answer, a quick look at the spelling confirms the letter count. For more interesting statistics about Alphabet or Google's financial performance, what? Like, what? What does that have to do with what they were asked? Here's another one over here. How many P's are in Google? There are two P's in the word Google. Not one, but two now. This might seem straightforward, but it made recent headlines when Google's AI overview incorrectly claimed there were only two in the name. In fact, the letters Google only contain one P located right at the end. That's right, Google. I mean, I don't know, man. Like, they even acknowledge that this is currently a thing that is going on with Google's AI overview right now, right? That they incorrectly claim that there's a certain amount of P's in the word Google. And then this is now the updated quote unquote correct one. I mean, come on. There are exactly two P's in the word Google, and then they spell it with two G's. There's one P in the word Google. Fun fact, this question has become a notorious viral inside joke because various AI models hilariously struggle with spelling and get the count wrong. The irony over here, this is so ironic it could cure anemia. And for those of you guys who think those screenshots are fake or something, or they might have fixed this already, I will Google it for you guys right now. How many P's in Google? Let's see what it says. Live, I'm not gonna make any cuts over here. There are two P's in the word Google. The word is spelled Google, meaning the letters are G, 2, O, 2, L1, and E1. People often ask this to test AI models. If you ask Google's AI overviews or another chatbot, they sometimes get this simple spelling question wrong because they process letters as tokens rather than reading them sequentially. There are two P's in the word Google. You can't make this up. This is not fake. I just did it live in front of you guys. AI overview over here. Oh my God. And as I'm sure you guys know, this is obviously all coming after Google ruined their iconic search feature by making a bunch of AI overviews be the forefront of everything that happens on Google as opposed to the famous 10 blue links. There was a whole thing going on recently where you couldn't Google the word disregard anymore because instead of giving you like a definition or the origin of that word, it would interpret your Google search as a command. Understood, let me know whenever you have a new prompt or question, and it would do the exact same thing for other types of like commands, whether affirmative or not, that you would make, like stop or go. If you say stop, they'll be like, confirmed, we have stopped. I mean, dude, it is crazy. This is supposed to be the most sophisticated that Google's AI will ever be. This is 2026. They have done so many advancements in AI, like they like to say, and they always say, trust us, guys, it'll give you the most accurate information possible. You won't even have to go visit those research websites where they answer your question. Just go straight to AI mode on Google and we got you covered. And it's not just the letter P. This person says, my chest is hurting. How, bro? I mean, they're laughing so hard because of how ridiculous this is. How many I's are in Google? There are two I's in the word Google, and then they have the nerve to spell it out. Google. Wait, let's look closer. Googie. Googie. What is Googie? Oh, there's exactly one I in Google. And then they say Googie again. What are you, a baby or something? What you Googieing at me for? What the hell does that mean, Google? This one is funny as hell too. So how many P's are in Google? AI overview, there are two P's in the word Google. Google 0, Google 1, propeller 2. This is what Google has become. Instead of actually being a service where it would provide you actual definitions and origins of words or actual spellings being fact checked by human beings from a dictionary or something like that, now they are just AI generating responses to you and they're all pretty much wrong. It's not even just the letter P. How many Q's in Google? There are exactly two Q's in the word Google, one lowercase, one uppercase. What? Where are the Q's? The two-letter Q's are located in the word Google and the word Google within your previous question. I think that they're interpreting the G's as Q's. Here is exactly where they appear. Q's lowercase, Google lowercase, Google capital. Yeah, so they're interpreting the G's as Q's. Oh my God. And again, I know there's a lot of AI defenders out there where they're going to be like, hey, listen, AI makes mistakes. That's just how it is. You guys are over analyzing this. I'm sorry, but if they can't even spell the name of the actual company that the AI is on, they can't even spell Google. They can't tell you what letters are in the word Google. It is absolute insanity that people are going to try to defend this. They replaced the 10 iconic blue links. They shoved them all down to the wayside and replaced them with these AI overview generated responses. And there's going to be people out there defending them saying, hey, that's just AI. It makes mistakes. Really? If it made a mistake on something extremely complicated, then I guess we could give them a pass on that. But they can't even spell the name of the company that they're on. Are you kidding me? And I'm sure some of you guys are going to even say that, oh, maybe this is just happening with the word Google. Maybe there's some sort of error with the word Google specifically. Here's someone saying, how many Z's are in poople? They literally wrote how many Z's are in poople. How many R's are in people is what it got results for. And then it tells you that there is exactly one R in the word people. P-E-O-P-R-E. Peeper. Peepre. And then they brought up the propeller one again. I mean, this one is just so funny to me. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter if it's different words as well. This person Googled number of P's in noodle, and it said there is one letter P in the word noodle. Here is the spelling breakdown. Noodle. So they actually spelled the word right, but they still insist that there's a P there. And do you guys remember what we Googled over here? There's actually different results coming up too, and there are a few of them that are actually correct. So if you go from how many P's in Google to how many P's are in Google, then it actually tells you the right one. There are 0 P's in the word Google. If you are asking this because you heard an AI chatbot got the answer wrong, you aren't alone. Some AI models have famously struggled with spelling because they see words as chunks rather than individual letters. I love how they're saying some AI models. No, it is this AI model. It is Gemini that is making this mistake. ChatGPT and the other AI awful models, they make those mistakes too. But I love how it's acting like it isn't the same model that we're speaking to at the moment. And even if you type something else out right now, I'll refresh this right now so you guys don't think this is like a fake screenshot or something. How many eyes are in Google, right? And it even sounds like it says is, right? But just to see what happens over here, there are 2 letter I's in the word Google. Google. Wait, if you actually meant the letter, and I don't know if they're saying I here or L, there's only one letter L in the word, though fun fact, AI tools notoriously struggle to count the letters in Google, which again, is like, it's funny that they're trying to make it seem like it's like other AI tools. No, it is this specific AI tool that is having issues with that. So as I'm sure you guys are going to understand, right? If Google's new search that is awful, it's just all AI, right? If they can make a mistake and they can't even spell Google right, they can't spell noodle right or any other word like that, they can't spell people right, how are we going to trust this AI model with Googling sensitive information where we need super accurate information for the purposes of school, data, finances, all that type of stuff? They said that there's one R in the word poop. That's what Google's AI overview says. There's one R in the word poop. They spelled journalism as Journadism. Journalism. What is journalism? And Google did release a response for people criticizing them for this by saying, counting within words has been a known challenge for LLMs, and we're working to fix this particular issue. It's not even just any random word or like a super long word or whatever. It is the word of your company. What Google is named. Google. They can't spell Google. And even if you wanted to give them a pass on that, they can't spell noodle or people or poop. So it really doesn't seem to matter what the word is. Google just can't spell properly, nor can they seem to interpret the word disregard. I mean, think about how concerning this is for people who use Google, which, again, most people do when they're trying to search something up. Most people still and probably always will use Google, right? Think about them trying to get some accurate information from Google, and they're going to be fed a bunch of bullcrap just like this. Yes, they did fix the disregard thing, but once again, how did that even happen to begin with? Yes, I know it's AI, and yes, I know that AI will make errors, but that is the point, and that's what we've been trying to tell Google ever since they made this awful change. They should not be showing us an AI overview as the first response, and they should be instead showing us peer-reviewed, researched information, or if you're trying to spell a word, show it to us from the dictionary, dude, Merriam-Webster or whatever dictionary. Stop AI generating responses to questions, and even if you do want to AI generate answers and stuff, at least allow us to opt out of it. Why does Google insist on doing that? And we already all know the answer. Why? Money, right? Google has invested billions of dollars in AI, and Google is making more money than ever before. So they want to force us, yes, force us to use these AI features others, regardless of how bad they are. Again, like I said earlier in the video, I only plan to make like 1 or 2 videos about this whole Google search thing, and I was going to move on. But at the end of the day, there's something new that's happening every day with Google search, and it is pretty much always bad. So yeah, let me know what you guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Google search is effectively broken. If you guys do want to see a list of alternatives, go ahead and check out this video that I made over here. Google search got replaced. For a full list of alternatives, please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more. See ya.